Oh, Mikaela Shiffrin, what are you doing?
Hi, I'm just hanging. I'm in Miami with Barilla for a really fun weekend of F1.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Could I squeeze you in for a quick speed date?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, have a seat.
Cats or dogs?
Cats, but I love dogs too.
That's okay, you can do both.
Okay.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Introvert. Learning how to be more extroverted, but I'm an introvert.
Were you named after anyone?
I don't think I was named after anyone. I mean, my middle name, Pauline, that's after my grandmother on my mother's side, Polly Condren.
What is your happy place?
Probably in Maui on the beach, sort of like nostalgic feeling. Like I always have the memories of when I was growing up, going to Maui with my family.
Who is your hero?
My mom, I would say. She's been my coach, one of my coaches on snow for my entire life. And she still coaches me on the World Cup circuit. She's also been my best friend, my kind of closest companion. She helped me finish high school when I was starting to race World Cup already. She's been through the ringer, cancer treatments. She's been through my dad passing away. She's always stayed so true to herself and always like championed the people around her and especially her family. She's been there to support me every step of the way of my whole career, my whole life. So if I could grow up to be that much of a caregiver and that selfless, I hope to be an ounce of what she is, actually.
What was your worst subject in school?
My worst subject was probably history. Just really struggled to learn all the things that are probably the most useful things to know in life. I think my best subject was probably science. I really enjoyed science. Pretty much everything in science.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Do you identify with that?
Well, I feel like there's mixed reviews on Pisces. I just recently saw one of these Instagram meme things that Pisces, if you're relating it to Schitt's Creek characters, Pisces is rolling shit. I don't know that I would call that a compliment, but here we are in all its glory. But in general, it seems like there's this sort of kind of empathetic, compassionate, a little bit more of the caretaker tendencies. That's usually what I read about it. Oh, I don't believe in it to the death, but I do think there are some interesting parallels to what I experience in life.
Thoughts on scary movies?
I am not a fan of scary movies, but if one is on, I have a tough time looking away. But I would not watch one of my own accord.
If there was a movie about your life, who do you think would play you?
Well, I would love for Jennifer Lawrence to play me. That would be like big old dream. Yeah, that feels like I'm really shooting high.
As you should.
But that would be like, oh my gosh. I guess it's just because I would prefer to be her, so I would love for her to play me.
I could see it. What makes you cry?
Typically, obviously when I'm sad, or maybe not obviously, but I cry when I'm sad. I also cry when I'm inspired. So oftentimes I'll cry at movies.
How do you take your caffeine?
I have started to get into coffee.
Ooh.
And actually, at the Olympics this year, I started mentioning that I had never had an espresso martini. So then everybody that I met was obsessed with getting me an espresso martini. So the night after the slalom race, I was like multiple espresso martinis all night long. Delicious. Probably better as like an afternoon drink than a night drink for somebody who does appreciate going to bed early. But I also received multiple coffee machines, I think, in celebration of this espresso martini adventure I've been on. So I have now multiple kits to make the drink, and I have several espresso machines.
You're in your coffee era.
I'm in my coffee era.
I love it. Your go-to karaoke song?
I don't know. First thing that comes to mind is Godlight by Kahan. I'll listen to music and I'll be like contemplating how it would sound if I was doing it as a karaoke song. That's like a dream of mine. I've never done it.
Oh, we gotta get you doing some karaoke.
No, well, thank you. Oh my gosh, but probably not publicly. Like, I could see doing it with friends.
Wait, speaking of Noah, have you listened to the new album?
I have. And I have like 15 new favorite songs on that album. It's crazy how many of those songs I truly love. Favorites, probably American Cars. Close second, would be Porch Light and Dan, and 23. Those are probably tied for second.
You love Noah Kahan.
Well, yes. Well, so Noah, growing up in kind of Vermont, right along the Vermont-New Hampshire border, I spent like a good chunk of my life in New Hampshire, Lyme, New Hampshire, which is like literally across the street from where he grew up. So we kind of, this like Upper Valley background is something that I really appreciate. And I love that he promotes his hometown and like he promotes Vermont, and it's a really cool connection. And he's been to a couple of ski races. He performed at the Killington World Cup a few years ago. That was like the highlight of the event. So yeah, big fan.
What's something that makes you laugh without fail every single time?
Probably Snapchat filters. Yeah, my fiance is really into the Snapchat filters. So he always does, he'll like filter shock you. So he'll just put the filter on your face, wait for you to see it. And then it's some ridiculous thing where your nose is dragging the floor.
And what is your favorite pasta dish?
Probably a carbonara. And I actually learned how to make that with Barilla. A few years ago, I did like a virtual session with one of their chefs and got to, learn how to make carbonara from scratch, which was really fun. It was delicious, but not quite as good as when a real professional do it for you.
All right, you've been busy. I think it's time for a vacation, Mikaela.
Time for vacation. Yeah, it's coming up soon.
All right, enjoy.